It's funny how to make a rude person regret disrespecting you. Russell Brand is really good at that. I watched a video. It was just kind of using him as an example. And then I realized I do all of that too. I do everything that Russell Brand does too. It's funny, all the techniques that they're talking about. When someone comes in here and disrespects me, I've got techniques that I use. It's funny. Hey, Brap. Hey, I know you. Moo Crazy Game. Yeah, you might. I used to be known back in the day when social media used to let my show proliferate. Hey, Michael Haskey. So let's see if that second set of notifications went out. I don't think they did. No. Ugh. Failure, man. Failure. Total failure. I'm so sad. Well, at least, my mic was off, and I didn't realize my mic was off in that first video, and I was literally telling everybody, I got to start the show over again. I'll be right back, blah, blah, blah. But the mic was off, so nobody heard me say that. So even if you watch that first video, you're not going to know. We'll see, man. There's a lot of people that showed up already, and I'm impressed. So if there's this many people here already, I think we're going to be okay. What you guys could do, I don't look anything like Sylvester Stallone. What are you even talking about? If you guys would just take a moment and share this around and maybe get some more people here and just let them know I screwed it up a little bit, I'd appreciate that. And we can do the show, which I'm telling you, I got good stuff. More truth where you're being lied to from a lot of people, depending on where you're getting your news from. I follow certain people on Twitter, and even some of the people I follow on Twitter are getting this wrong. So I am new here. Okay. Welcome to the show. You might like it. This is really interesting. This guy Aaron on Twitter, he's a journalist, and he's got 853,000 followers. I guess I should probably follow him too. Matt Gaetz is a person that I despise. I think you all know where we're headed with this conversation already. I have a feeling. You guys can probably already figure this out. I've got all my volumes off, by the way, and the whole system is down, just so you know. I just want to be able to talk and not be interrupted. I tell you on this show every day, we have to listen. We have to learn to listen to people, even the people we don't like, even the people that we disagree with all the time. Every once in a while, they're going to say something we agree with, and that's when we have that opportunity to make a new friend or to make some progress, is when you find that you're agreeing with people that you normally disagree with, right? This is one of those times. This is a teaching moment for a lot of people. A lot of people like me that despise Matt Gaetz. And it doesn't matter whether you despise him because you're on the left, and most people on the left are going to despise him anyway, or maybe you just don't like child molesters. I don't like child molesters, I don't like human traffickers. So if you're a child molester or you're a human trafficker like Matt Gaetz is, I don't like you. I've already got a serious problem with you. Most of you should have a problem with Matt Gaetz as well. So when Matt Gaetz says something right, that doesn't give you license to call it wrong, because at that moment, the child molester, human trafficker is telling the truth, and you're the liar. A child molester is better than you. Don't be that person, okay? Don't let the child molester be better than you. Listen to what they say, and if what they're saying is true, then say, well, you know what? I have to give you that point, because you're correct. That one point that Matt Gaetz made was correct. Now, it doesn't matter the source of the truth when it's the truth. I don't care where it comes from if it's the truth. I don't care if it's propaganda from somebody you hate. If it's the truth, it's the truth. Do you see where I'm going with this, guys? Let me show you a video. We've already watched this video on the show, I'm pretty sure. We're going to watch it again, but this time, I've got the information, I've got the research to back up what I said yesterday. I went ahead, I was curious. You know, is this true or not? Here's the issue at hand. There's a battalion in Ukraine. They're called the Azov Battalion. You've all heard of them. They've patterned themselves after Nazis. That's why they're famous. Everyone knows who this Azov Battalion is in Ukraine. They're Nazis. Okay? They do Nazi salutes, and they're Nazis. They don't like Jews. They don't like black people. They're Nazis. Okay, understand that. They fight for Ukraine. They fight for Vladimir Zelensky. So when America brings weapons and support and money to Ukraine, some of that's going to trickle down to the Azov Nazis, right? That's just common sense. That's just me doing this, folks. And that's all I was doing yesterday. I was just common sensing my way through this. But what did I say yesterday? I said it'd be nice to have the actual data to back this up, to have some information. Because even though I know I'm just doing this and I'm pretty sure I'm right, I'd like to still see the reporting that backs up what I'm saying. So any of those people that are on the fence about whether or not I come in here and tell you the truth and get stuff right every day, well, you're going to be convinced now too, because I've actually got the support to back it up. So I didn't just go to one, I went to two different sources, because the one was a blog. And I was like, well, it's a blog, but the blog names its sources. And once again, we're going to talk about sources. Like I said, when it's truth, does it really matter what the source is? You know, if, let's say you look horrible someday. You just look terrible. Your hair's a mess. Maybe you've let your weight go a little bit. You're wearing really bad clothes, or there's stains on them, or whatever. And somebody that you just can't stand, that's always nasty to you, walking down the street, passes you and says, wow, you look like shit today. And you know in your mind that you look like shit, because you just left your own house and you looked at yourself in the mirror and you go, I don't care, I'm just going to go do this, blah, blah, blah. And so he's like, hey, you look like crap today. And just because you hate that person, does that mean that what they said isn't true? Did it hurt your feelings? You already knew that you looked like crap, right? This is the exact same thing. Matt Gaetz. Here, I'm going to bring this up so you guys can see the whole interaction. It's only 54 seconds. And the libs and the Democrats and the people who hate Matt Gaetz, much like me, think that this is some big own. That they own this Matt Gaetz guy. Oh, so shaming. Well, I'm here to defend Matt Gaetz, the child molesting, human trafficking piece of human garbage. I'm here to defend him. Why? Because I got to defend the truth no matter whose shithole it's coming out of. I got to defend the truth. Like I said, it doesn't matter the source. Truth is truth. And you need to be able to recognize that and not play team sports when you're talking about the truth. Okay? Because that ain't it. You know, playing team sports ain't the truth. Okay? And if you're a fucking liar, then you're a fucking liar. Don't be that. Okay? Don't be that. I'm going to teach you how to not be that. Watch this show. I'm going to teach you how you watch somebody and you can hate them and you can still give them credit for something they said. And still say, well, I'll give you that point. And that's all I'm doing here. I'm giving Matt Gaetz 1 point. 1 point. And I'm going to show you how, and I'm going to prove it to you. So stick around for the evidence. It's not just old man common sense in it this time. This time I've got the articles, and they're right here on my screen. So. Oh, and just so anybody wondering, this reporting will be coming from USA Today if you think that's a legitimate source of news. But I digress, and I'm going to show you this video now. Here, check this out. This is going to get us primed for what I have to talk about. I have to do a bong rip because I'm really worked up. Got to take my blood pressure down a couple points. Speed up my heart rate. So let's do that. I'll bring the sounds back on.
of information.
I seek unanimous consent to enter into the record the Global Times investigative report that that talks about training. It's from the Atlantic Council's Digital Forensics Research Lab, citing that the Azov Battalion was even getting stuff as far back as 2018.
Without objection, so ordered.
Any reason to disagree with that assessment, Dr.
Is this
Paul?
I'm sorry, is this the Global Times from China?
No, this is... Well,
That's what you read.
yeah, it might be. Yeah, would that be a reason?
As a general matter, I don't take Beijing's propaganda.
Well, no, yeah, but just tell me if the allegation is true or false. I mean,
I don't have any evidence one way or the other.
Oh,
as a
yeah,
general
you do.
matter, I don't take Beijing's propaganda.
No, you're a liar.
fair enough.
No, it's not fair enough, Matt, and you shouldn't have bent over, Matt. You shouldn't have bent over and taken it up your ass. I guess that's what you're used to doing, but you should have stood up to these motherfuckers. And you should have said, you know what, man? Yeah, this information is coming from a China's news source, but let me get my aide here to go get it from somewhere else really quick. Let me just Google it really fast, because that's what I did, and it took me 10 seconds. And they could have held this hearing up for 10 seconds. If he had an aide that was worth a shit, they could have Googled it on their fucking smartphone, and they would have found the information like lightning. It comes right up. So I'm going to read to you the information that popped up on my screen, and I'm going to tell you where it came from. Okay? This is called Adara Press. And I checked out Adara Press, and I got to tell you, I don't like them. I don't trust them. I don't believe just about anything they say. They're some kind of a blog, and they're not credible, and I'm just going to tell you, who knows, right? But they name their sources. So check this out. Here's the article. This was from February 27th, 2022. Okay, this was over a year ago that this article came out. And it says, Ukraine's Azov Battalion has received teams of American military advisors and high-powered U.S.-made weapons. And if you just go into the first sentence, it says, American reporters who visited Azov in the field have had a much harder time denying the uncomfortable reality of Nazi mobilization. However, when USA Today's Oren Dorel toured the Azov training camp, he met a drill sergeant named Alex who admitted he's a Nazi and said with a laugh that no more than half his comrades are fellow Nazis. The Azov soldier also, sure, we just call him a Nazi soldier. The Nazi soldier also told Dorel he supports strong leadership for Ukraine like Germany during World War II. What's it say in the big letters there? Can you guys read that? It says, the U.S. is arming and assisting neo-Nazis in Ukraine while Congress debates prohibition. So this is Max Blumenthal. We all know Max from 2018. And, you know, I'm going to go with Max as a legitimate news source because I basically trust his reporting. I know he does narrative play a little bit, but he also names sources and he goes on the ground. He does put his feet on the ground. He goes around and he collects data personally. He interviews people. He works hard. Even though I don't like the guy, he's not the kind of guy I want to go into a bar and have a beer with, you know. But at the same time, I'll give him credit for what he does. He appears in this Adara Press too. But I digress. Because look at this. What's this? This is from a publication called the Libertarian Institute. Now, you guys know how I feel about libertarians. I can't stand them. I can't stand anybody who thinks unregulating is the way we fix America. Look at what just happened in Ohio. That's what unregulating gets you. Okay, you moronic libertarians. You're morons. But, wow, what's it say here on this libertarian publication? Pentagon admits Russia captured American weapons in Ukraine. And guess where they found those weapons? Oh, yeah. Call went on to assert that no evidence has surfaced to suggest that Kyiv was responsible for the weapons finding their way to the black market. So, whether or not the Nazis are getting their hands on these weapons, don't worry, actual terrorists are. That could be a problem too. But it doesn't matter. This is all just Chinese propaganda coming from a libertarian publication from the United States of America. Oh, it's just Chinese propaganda. Doesn't even make sense, does it? You can find this reporting in a lot more places. I just picked the two that were at the top. And it goes on. In early months of the war, CNN reported the U.S. lacked oversight over the arms sent to Ukraine. Well, then how does that guy know that Azov's not getting his weapons if they lacked oversight? What an idiot! Of course they're getting your weapons. So stupid. And, back in 2018, the United States Congress did rule that, we shouldn't be sending weapons to the Azov battalion because they're Nazis. The United States Senate, you can go look at the ruling, 2018, man, I already looked it up. They debated it. They're like, yeah, those guys are Nazis. We shouldn't be giving them weapons. What? All hail the Azov battalion of wonderful Ukraine and the we stand with Ukraine? What? Isn't it funny how the narrative changes for these people just depending on, what day of the week it is? Well, today we're supporting the Nazis. Oh, today we're anti-Nazi. We need to silence all the Nazi stuff. Oh, no, we got to give all of our weapons to all the Nazis. What? Oh, it's Nazi Wednesday! This is the day we give our weapons to the... Oh, it's Thursday. Nazis are bad. Punch a Nazi Thursday. I mean, our country is collectively bipolar. I don't even get it anymore. But there it is. And there's more reporting on this, and I could read more into this. Call was confronted by Congressman Matt Gaetz over the weapons ending up in the hands of neo-Nazis. Gaetz cited a 2018 article from Global Times that found American arms were being used by the Azov Battalion, a neo-Nazi militia that was absorbed into Ukraine's National Guard. Call dismissed Gaetz' questions by asserting the claim was Beijing propaganda. The Azov Battalion has been photographed with Western-made anti-tank weapons. Anti-tank weapons. In March, Next tweeted a shipment of NLAW grenade launchers and instructors from NATO countries arrived in Kharkiv. The Azov regiment was the first to learn about new weaponry. The post included photos of Ukrainian soldiers wearing Nazi patches on their uniforms. This is not Chinese propaganda, you fucking cunts! It's not! It's everywhere! The news is everywhere! And for Matt Gaetz to not know this, what an ineffectual piece of shit! You don't even know how to do your job! Go do some research, you fucking human trafficking piece of cunt shit! God, I'd like to... I need a bong rip. God, I'd like to do a bong rip right now.
All right.
Yep. Jiminy's ready too. You know what? I'd apologize for being angry and screaming at my audience, who I love you guys, and screaming in your ears. I'd apologize, but I'm not sorry, because this is literally how angry I am about all this bullshit and this lying.
On fire this morning.
That we are literally sending shit to Nazis and denying it.
Schizo
and
behavior
they're doing Adolf Hitler salutes.
Enoch Emmanuel.
You know, the 45-degree angle salute every time they launch a fucking rocket towards Russia. And there's a whole video of it, man. You guys got to go see the shit.
Some people have no business being dog owners.
He said 50% of his battalion are Nazis, and they're proud of it.
Getting upset can't be good for you, mate.
They've been around for a long time.
Doom, you're going down the wrong path with me already. Don't fuck up, Doom. You've made it for a whole day. Don't fucking start telling me about my fucking personal health. I've been doing this a long time, you motherfucker. I've been doing it fine. I don't need your goddamn criticism. So just shut the fuck up and enjoy the goddamn show. You're gonna fuck with me on the wrong day, Doom. You don't want to go there today, trust me. I'm not even gonna take it. There won't be any banter, there will just be blocks. Understand. We've got more stuff to go over too. But this was the most important because it covers a couple of very important things that we always talk about on the show. we need to end the war in Ukraine. We need to stop funding Nazis. You got to listen to people who sometimes you freaking hate, and they're going to make sense sometimes. And you got to check sources, and you have to, always champion the truth. And if somebody you hate tells you you're not looking good and you're not looking good, well, that was not a lie. And you can't hold that against them. And you shouldn't hold what Matt Gaetz said as Chinese propaganda when you can look it up on a libertarian, red-blooded American website that was written by libertarians. Trust me, those guys are not getting their information from China. No way in hell. If there's one thing I know about libertarians, they don't like anybody from any other country, man. They're all about America. Look at the libertarian. I'd like to see what they say about immigration. What's the libertarian view on immigration? I have no idea what it is. Okay, Google. What's the libertarian view on immigration?
According to Wikipedia, libertarian proponents of free immigration, in accordance with libertarian principles, bloc holds that immigration must be permitted insofar as it does not imply aggression. Where there is a property owner willing to take in an immigrant, third parties have no grounds for complaint.
Oh, so as long as somebody is willing to house the immigrant, they're cool with it. But what if they're not? And they don't say. What if there isn't somebody willing to house an immigrant? Well, then what do you do with that immigrant, libertarians? What's your solution? Is it a final one? Because I have a feeling it is. I wouldn't be surprised. The same solution that Michael, whatever the hell his name is, the right-winger, wants to get rid of all trans people. Whether you like trans people or not, and I don't give a fuck. If you stand for erasing people that are different than you, don't watch my show.
Doom Chaser 1.
Get out of here.
If you point out American lies, you are a Russian bot nowadays, or from China,
God,
LOL.
I almost blocked you for that, but you're right. I was like, what's Doom saying now? No, you're right. If you point out American lies, you are a Russian bot nowadays. Yes. And that is what Matt Gaetz got painted into that corner. And it's too bad that he was too much of a pussy. He's not like me. He didn't have a backbone and a spine to stand up and say, hey, man, just because I got this from a 2018 article from a Chinese website doesn't mean it's Chinese propaganda. Let's research this and find out. While that dumbass whose job it was to know these things was acting like he had no idea. But what did they say? They didn't have any oversight? They didn't want to have oversight, man. If I don't see it going on, it's okay. As long as I don't know about it, I can deny it. Plausible deniability. These American cunts in the Senate, man, they all know that they're sending their weapons to Nazis. They say the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Well, not when that enemy is a fucking Nazi, you motherfucker. What are you doing? You're arming Nazis. And what are you going to do when they take all your American arms and then they start rounding up the Jews in Ukraine? Oh boy, that's going to be fun. Yeah, Israel, go ahead. You help the Ukrainians too, Israel. Go send some money and weapons there fighting your enemy, the Russians. Yeah, go send all your weaponry over to the Ukrainians that love the Jews. Those Nazis love the Jews, man. Dude, it's almost like a dark comedy. Because it's so dumb and stupid at the same time that you're like, there's Jews that are funding Nazis, man, because they don't like Russians.
Here's the weird part. Zelensky, leader of all of them, is Jewish.
Yeah, he's not, though. My mom's like, no Jew baptizes their children. She's like, that guy's a fake Jew.
Oh, okay, everybody says he was. All right.
Yeah, well, no, he was Jewish. He was born Jewish like I was, but, by the time I was 11, I walked away from it. I was like, I'm not Jewish anymore. Because being Jewish, luckily, is a choice. It's a religion, and I'm not going to follow the religion. If I've got, 99% Jewish blood, which I do, well, there's nothing I can do about that. But I don't have to believe in a God, and I don't have to think that I'm better than other people, because we're the chosen people, and, whatever the fuck.
Oh, yeah, no.
We were chosen, all right. We were chosen by fucking Hitler. He picked us out. Hey, Jews, hey, you're chosen. You're next. Woohoo! Fucking Nazis. It's Fun to Nazi Wednesday. It's Punch a Nazi Thursday. Welcome to Bipolar America. That's a tweet. It's Fun to Nazi Wednesday, then it's Punch a Nazi Thursday. Welcome to Bipolar America, folks. Crazy face. Crazy face. You got the cutest little crazy face. Do I like Kanye West?
Sean Neighbor Sinclair. Do you like Kanye West?
No, I fucking hate him. I'd like to cage match him. And I'd like it to be 2 men enter, 1 man leaves. Let the truth decide who wins that match. Fight till the end. Why do you ask? Are you a fan?
Sean Neighbor Sinclair. Okay, that good to hear.
I mean, why would anybody like Kanye West? I mean, because of his music? It's a little outdated, isn't it? Do people even listen to Kanye now? I don't even know, because I don't know any of his songs.
I remember when I was young he was popular. I don't know now.
I used to rely on Trendy Sean to tell me who was hip and who wasn't. But he doesn't come
Exactly.
Billy
I
Bong
used to
Thornton.
listen to, like,
He doesn't come to the shows.
Ye
Next
lost
One,
his mind.
Tapir. They told me everything that was going on. Music.
Ye's just getting started with karma, bro. I have a feeling. And he's going to get a lot of what he deserves. You know, he disappeared for a while. Nobody knew where he was. I don't know if he reappeared yet. Anybody know?
Yeah, I was just gonna say I haven't heard from him since that interview really much. Not that I want to.
Do you know what I have to say about that?
Park for Bit Sector 9.
Yay!
If you think there's
Yeah,
actually Nazis in
not that I
Ukraine,
want to.
you lost your mind.
If I think there's actually
Sean Neighbor
Nazis
Sinclair.
in Ukraine, you lost your
Well,
mind?
hope your stream goes good. I'm going to bed.
All right, Sean,
Patrick
take care.
John Welder.
Thank you, buddy.
I always preferred Drake of Kanye.
Drake.
LOL. Who
Drake,
in hell?
Kanye.
Bye.
Bye.
Enoch Emmanuel Torres. Hate is a strong emotion. Don't give that jackass the satisfaction. Patrick John Welder.
Did Enoch just say that to me?
Over asterisk.
You're joking, right, Enoch?
Talking about.
You don't like it? You don't want me to hate Kanye? Is it okay if I hate
Billy Bong Thornton.
Hillary Clinton?
Park for Bit, you're a dumbass.
Is it okay if I hate Nancy Pelosi? Is it okay if I hate Ted Nugent? Is it okay if I hate Kid Rock? Is that okay? I'm a little confused right now, Enoch, because I hate a lot of people, bro. Now you're telling me I'm not allowed to hate people? Park Verbot, you're a dumbass. Well, if he wants me to prove to him that there's Nazis in Ukraine, I can easily do it. I could show him the interview with the commander that admitted 50% of his battalion was Nazis, and that he felt like they needed strong leadership like Germany had in World War II. I mean, if that's not Nazi, I don't know what is. You know, I don't know what is. You want to see them launching their missiles, doing the Nazi salute while they're launching their missiles? Do you want to see all the children standing in the street saluting
Billy
the Nazi
Von
salute
Thornton.
to all the tanks that are driving by? I don't
Read
understand
this
what
out loud.
Does he know what a Nazi is?
A. Dumbass.
Billy Bond, read this out loud. I think that guy left. Because in all reality, there's no argument to the truth. I mean, you could make a statement like he did, but when I'm going to sit here and say, well, I got the evidence, what do you got? And then it's just silence on the other end, you know? How about...
And they've been there.
Billy Ballantyne.
Like,
I hate people, and especially the people who tell me what to do. So if a man kills a baby, I can't hate him? Suck it.
Yeah, Enoch, what's up with that, bro? Where'd you go, man? You tell me I can't hate and then you leave? Come on, buddy. I'm the master hater. Master hater! Oh! Stop master hating, bro. Why are you master hating? Oh, I see you in the corner master hating. He's whipping it out and master hating. I'm gonna master hate right in front of all of you. Come to my OnlyFans and watch me master hate.
Jerry
What's
Lawton.
up, Jerry?
What up, Nay? Doomchaser 1. There may be a low percent of Nazis per population in Ukraine, but they are in charge of ideologies being taught to kids in Azov
Like
schools
Republicans
for
in
past
Florida.
8 years, and now they have more power.
Yeah, like these fascist
Drop all day.
Republicans in Florida that are telling
Sheesh.
you guys, I've got
Jerry
newspaper
Lawton.
articles to read to you wouldn't believe.
Ha 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 ha. Enoch Emmanuel Torres. I never said that you can hate whoever you want. All I'm saying is he ain't even worth your energy.
But he is worth my energy, dude.
Patrick
He's
John
Kanye
Welder.
West, man. You know how many fucking
I think
followers
a
that
small
motherfucker
percentage
has?
of people know that there are Nazis
Just
on
like
Ukraine.
me hating on
I found out from this
Elon
show.
Musk or some other, punching up, bro. Let me punch up, bro. At least let me punch up. You know, if I want to hate on Kanye West, don't look at me as expending energy. Look at me as getting more people to watch the show because they agree with me.
Sean
And I'm
DeSecret
saying the
Orca.
things that they want to hear.
Nazism has no place anywhere or anytime. Enoch Emmanuel Torres. Fuck that.
I know, fuck that guy. I
Enoch
know.
Emmanuel Torres. Guy.
I know, fuck that guy. But at the same time, this is what I do, Enoch. It's like you've never watched my show before, bro. Do you not know my MO? Do you not know my podcast? My gimmick here is that I hate on people that deserve it, hopefully, that earn it. But I need the support of I mean, you want me to just be nice all day, bro, and not talk about Kanye? And just sit here and get high and just be a carrot and drool? I can do that. I've done it. No. I've done it a lot, but I can do it more if that's
Sean
what you...
DeSecret
Is that
Orca.
the show you want?
Nay's rants are legendary.
Granddad show every day.
Enoch Emmanuel Torres. 6 years, I guess I don't know.
You know. It's weird, man. You're acting weird today. You're just acting weird, man. You usually are the first person to support me in my rage against people that deserve it. Kanye has attacked people that don't deserve it. He's caused a lot of pain and harm in this country. He's definitely deserving of my attention and of my hate.
Kanye
And
is the
I'm
next
sorry,
Cobain.
because you're one of my favorite audience members, and I'm sorry you disagree on this with me, buddy.
Billy
but
Von Thornton.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree, because I fucking hate
Dim
Kanye,
Chaser,
and
did
he
you
is
used
worth
to
my
go
time
into Melty's
as
chat?
far as I'm concerned, and I will talk about him, and I will talk about my hate towards him. And I'm sorry it bothers you, you know.
Trendy Nick. Enoch, is that
I know
you?
that's the first thing I was like, is that Enoch, bro?
Dogehead plays. I'd like to order a double and a triple Whopper with extra cheese.
I figure he's been around about 6 years. That's
Cash.
Enoch.
Rage against people who deserve it. Amen. Sean DeSecret Orca.
Hash.
Absolutely deserving
Hash, how are
of
you
hate.
doing, buddy? I hope everything's okay.
IAEE with Nay
Dodge.
wholeheartedly.
I'd
Food
like
and
to
hell.
order a double and triple Whopper with extra
I
cheese.
didn't think anyone needed
Me
explained
too,
on why Kanye
Dogehead.
is trash.
Me too.
Jerry Lawton.
for my stream. Cool. Thank you, Jerry.
I'm a roll AJ for your stream, buddy.
Well, he's saying he's not worth my time, and I understand where Enoch is going. I get it.
Billy Bong
I understand what he's saying. He's not worth your time, and don't
Melty
platform
Heads,
him
Chaser?
anymore. But it's fucking Kanye, bro. He's already platformed, so it's not
Billy
like
Valentine.
I'm doing anything on my little dusty
Amen?
corner of the internet. It's not like
Okay, praise
I'm
Satan
helping
too.
him or anything.
Doom Chaser 1. Hey Billy, yeah, he banned any for a while, because I was talking about COVID when China had 44 cases. And was warning the world was about to change, lol.
Yeah, that is not why I banned you, Doom.
Dogehead plays.
So now you're fucking coming in here and
I'd
lying
like to
about
order
why
a
I
double
banned
and
you.
a triple Whopper with extra cheese.
And now I'm going to ban you again for coming in and lying to Billy about why I fucking banned you. You know why I fucking banned you. You got one more chance to get it right, and that's better be the next fucking thing you say in my live stream, Doom. Why did I ban you the last
Doom
time?
Chaser 1. Not you, nay. Billy Bong Thornton.
Oh, not me. Okay.
Holy shot, that was you.
I'm...
No, he's talking about Melty, nay. Doom Chaser 1. Melty banned me.
Who is Melty?
Pink Floyd 091975. Hi NAY, cheers.
Hey, Pink Floyd. Who's Melty? I'm missing something here.
Enoch Emmanuel Torres. How many times you gotta rant about the dude, this guy, that's all I'm saying, but do you bro, I don't give a it's you our show.
I don't talk about it. It's not like I talk about him all the time. It's weird that you're saying this. It's not like I talk about Kanye all the time, bro. I rarely talk about him. I mean, I challenge you to tell me when the last time I brought him up.
Doom Chaser 1.
And wait, bro.
Melty Heads, another stoner stream.
Somebody came in here and asked me what my opinion was on Ye, man.
Billy Bong Thornton.
And I don't mind answering that. I
Melty
thought it
Head's
was
a
a
guy
great
we
question.
used to watch. I recognized Doom Chaser's name from there. Patrick John Welder. You didn't even bring up Kanye.
I
LOL.
know, I wasn't even the one that brought him up. It's not fair, man. I was just answering a question from the audience. But the thing is, the reality is I don't mind speaking about him because he really
Billy
does get under my
Valentine.
skin. It bothers me how
Hey, Pink,
famous he
how
is,
did you know
how
his
many
name?
followers he has, how many
Super
people
psychic,
subscribe to
huh?
him, that Donald Trump wants to
Creepy.
have fucking lunch with him. You know, that people have him on on their shows, and fucking Alex Jones interviewed him. It fucking pisses me off. And I want to talk about it. I want to process it a little bit. You know? Many times I see people like him getting all the spotlight, and I'm like, why isn't that me up there? It's making fucking sense. And then I realized it. Then I saw Jimmy Dore on Tucker Carlson. And I was like, yeah, well, that's how you got to be. That's why Jimmy Dore is Jimmy Dore. And as much as I don't like Jimmy Dore and the fact that he's blocked me on Twitter and him and I are butting heads and whatever the fuck, I'm totally giving him credit for getting on Tucker Carlson as much as he does. And god damn it, when he gets on Tucker Carlson, that motherfucker does a good job too. And you watch his last Tucker Carlson stint, and if you're not impressed, I have a feeling that you might not be dealing in reality completely, no matter how much you hate Jimmy Dore. No matter how much you hate him. And what's funny is, there are people on Twitter that are trying to say that he did propaganda, he did this and did that and lied, and conspiracy. There isn't, none of it was conspiracy. It was all true. We are funding Nazis in Ukraine. I mean, all the things that he said were true. And I agree with everything Jimmy Dore said on Tucker Carlson. But once again, you know, he's got the ability to go out there and say the stuff that I don't have the ability to say that. He does it, man, bad, like a fucking comedy routine. Like he's standing up and memorized everything. And he's even funny is when he was talking about it after the fact, he's like, man, I forgot I had a joke on the Germany thing. And he's like, I forgot my Germany joke. I was like, you forgot one joke? Bro, you spoke for fucking 3 minutes straight without a pause. And, like I said, all facts, all true. If you got a problem with Jimmy Dore speaking the truth, you know, you might have a narrative that you're playing. You might not be looking at all the facts. And as much as, you know, Jimmy Dore has put me down and dismissed me and called me names and attacked me and all the things that he's done. I still got to give him credit for that fantastic appearance he did on Tucker Carlson. I wish I could do that, and I know I couldn't. I'd just stare in the camera, and I'd lock up. I wouldn't know what to say. I wouldn't have anything. You know, so that's why. That's why I'm not that guy that's out there, you know, on these stages or getting invited to podcasts or whatever, because I'm just a hack. And I get it, but at least I'm making sense. You know, at least I'm making sense. And that's the important thing. My delivery might suck, and I might be rough around the edges, and people might not like me or whatever, and I curse a lot, and people think I'm sexist. They think I'm anti-trans, or they think I'm anti-African-American, or they think I'm anti-Jew, you know, or whatever they labels they put on me. And I couldn't give a fuck. And I guess, you know what? I don't need all the pressure that, you know, someone like Jimmy Dore gets, because I don't know if I could handle it. So maybe I'm right where I should be. Maybe I'm right where I need to be, and I should just be happy. I contacted Right Brain TV, and I was like...
Enoch Emmanuel Torres.
I was like, hey, you want to check out my content?
It probably my ING neighbor's dog
and see if,
yelping
you know, there's
this
something
morning,
maybe
bro.
we could do. And we started talking, you know, and then I went to their website and realized they were charging for the content. I was like, well, I don't want to do something. I'm not charging anybody for content. You know, if I get people to do a documentary on me or interview me or anything, I'm going to make sure that content's available for you guys too for free. It's the least I can do. It's the way I am. It's the way it should be. So I brought that up with Right Brain, and they weren't too happy with me. Like, well, we have to make our money somehow. And my whole thing is get a day job, you know, and report at night, or get advertisers like everyone else does. And they seem to think that if they get advertisers, then they have to answer to the advertisers. Well, that's not how it works. You know, you have to be strong and tell them to go fuck themselves. And if they say, well, we're not going to advertise with you, then you say, thank you, have a nice day. We're going to find the next company that wants the promotion without having a say in our narrative. That's it. Period. And that's how you do it. What,
Enoch
Right Brain
Emmanuel
TV?
Torres.
That's how you do it. So you don't have to
By all
charge
means, don't
everybody
stop being
to go see a
concerned.
documentary. Oh, you having a pet? Enoch's like, I'm having a rough morning. All right, we see that, buddy. We see it. It's cool. We love you. And, you know, thank you. I appreciate that, Enoch. Yeah, I figured something was up. It's like, what was it? Jimmy said, dude, is that you? It's Enoch on a bad day. It's cool, man. We have them all the time. Thank you, Nick Brown, for the likes, and Jimmy for the likes and the retweets, man. I appreciate that, guys. Oh, yeah, that's a good one.
D. Robin. Have you considered a soundboard for certain occasions? Trendy Nick. Hope your day gets better, Enoch.
I will never use a soundboard, dude. I'm not fucking
Jerry
Cenk
Lawton.
Uger.
To me, you're a straightforward person. You always been right to the point on
Soundboard.
everything. Long story short, I'd rather chill with the straightforward person than the other kind of people in this world. You know what I mean?
Anybody...
You always been awesome in my book.
Thank you, Jerry. Anybody that uses a soundboard on a podcast is a cuck bitch that wishes they were Howard Stern.
Yeah.
They're all cucks. They look like idiots. That guy Jim Cramer does it. Cenk Uger does it. And they look like little diaper-wearing cuck bitches. Ooh, let me press this button. Ooh, let me press this button. Ark, ark, ark. You know, and you're just like,
B.
you're
D.
like,
Robin.
ooh, you pressed a button and it made a
I do like a
sound.
good boing, LOL.
Really? You like a good boing? Really, BD Robin? You might be watching the wrong podcaster. I keep it real here, bro. It's just me talking.
Juku. WTF is this?
Juku, you're probably not going to like this either. I don't have a soundboard. I'm sorry, guys. You probably want to go watch Cenk Uger and go watch Jim Cramer. They've got soundboards, man. You know, that's for radio. I make my own sounds. I don't need a soundboard. The sounds are my voice. Why don't you get a soundboard? And you're not the first person to say that. You're the second.
Yeah,
You're the second.
I find it weird to always on a podcast.
Enoch Emmanuel
It just
Torres.
smacks of cuck.
No soundboard here, all natural
Yeah,
sun.
it just smacks of cuck. It's like when I play music and I'm live, and I don't want to use pre-recorded tracks to play over or sing over. I want to make the music all myself naturally. I want to be able to be out in the woods with 1,000 people in the woods and be able to create the same music with no power, with just a guitar in my voice. You know, that's always been my dream, is to be a musician who creates everything by hand. You know, you got an instrument, that's fine, but no electronics. You know, nothing that you have to plug in and blah blah blah, any of that. And that drum machine or any of that. That's the same way I treat this podcast.
Jerry Lawton.
It's like to keep it
you got a guitar,
organic.
there you go, there's your soundboard.
Yeah. He likes a good boing. I think that's so funny. B.D. Robbins says he likes a good boing. Of course you do. That's why you're the back door man. That's why they call you BD. All right, so there is no try. There is only Bartle do. Bartle do! There's no try. There is only Bartle do. Try or do not. Bartle do. Bartle do! Man, why is my computer locking up like that again? It's doing that thing again. I don't like it. It's doing that thing, man. I don't like it. I got my bong and I'm ready to smoke. Hey, I don't think I've smoked yet on the show. Really?
Nope.
50 minutes in and I haven't even done it.
Nope.
Wow, he's so addicted to cannabis, that guy. He's so addicted, man. That cannabis, it's so addicting. He couldn't wait to smoke it. He couldn't wait. It's so addicting. I haven't used any cannabis yet today. Just for all the naysayers and doubters out there, I just want you to know, it's not addicting. I don't
Enoch
feel
Emmanuel
the urge
Torres.
ever. Like I have to
Remote
smoke.
Wiki, Texas, PSH
If I
Unreal
don't,
Power.
it's not like that. It's never like that.
I've never met anybody that's
But I am going to enjoy this first bong hit of the day. Yes. Cheers, everybody. Jim, Enoch, Jerry, Juku, who said, "What the fuck is this?" And everybody that's on the Sphere in the Rumble. Nays Garden Cheers.
Jerry Lawton. I'm almost done rolling, LOL.
The bowl got stuck.
I hate that.
Enoch Emmanuel Torres.
Pull the
Cheers
whole
everyone,
stack.
hashtag NLRC, hashtag cannabisismtisms for all. Brop all day. Take a hit for me, hashtag work sucks.
There, it's for you, bro. I got to turn my fan on. I'm instantly, instant sweat. Wow. Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Brop all day. Note to self. Never sew golf cart tires again.
I'm going through news stories right now to see if there's anything worth talking about before I grab the paper. China's CCP warns Elon Musk against sharing the Wuhan lab leak report. That's from CNBC.
Jerry Lawton. Cheers, guys. I'ma smoke this fatty, then do a dabble dia.
Okay. Dude, China's like threatening Elon Musk. Tesla has an expansive factory campus in Shanghai, and China is the electric vehicle manufacturer's second largest market. So what's going on is there's the lab leak story that's come out
Trendy Nick.
about COVID.
I seen that.
Elon is sharing the information. China's warned Elon to shut the fuck up. Now, Elon's already lost more money than any human being has ever lost in the history of the world. I wonder if he's going to lose more now. Let's see how much more he can lose. What are we gonna do? Champagne, celebration, blowy thing, laughing my ass off, spitting money out my mouth. That's good. Oh my God. Tweeted. Okay, so we covered that. I don't need to talk too much about it. It's funny. I don't think I need to cover it any more than that, right? China is home to his companies. They could shut him down over there. They can even stop selling him certain parts that he needs for his cars, man. You know, or they could send a Chinese hit squad to take him out. You know, you never know what they're going to do. They're freaking crazy. It's like, you know, you're going to start, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, Elon Musk suddenly falls rather ill of some kind of a disease that no one's ever seen or heard of before. "1945 says Ron DeSantis might not run for president." Now, 1945 is a big right-leaning, you can't believe what they post. But let's see what they say anyway. He hasn't declared yet. And the new poll that just came out says that Trump is going to destroy DeSantis. Trump is 30 points ahead of DeSantis. Trump scored 55, DeSantis got 25. I can't imagine why people want to put Donald Trump back in the presidency after what happened on January 6th. It blows my mind. The amount of lying, the manipulation, you know, those are not leadership qualities, man. And the fact that America sees those as leadership qualities just shows you where America has ended up, man. Those are not leadership qualities, but you want him to be your leader again, man. And, it's, hey, like I know the chat's probably about to tell me, it's better than Ron DeSantis.
And running. Eli Lilly is lowering price of
My
insulin
brain is
by
about
70%.
to explode inside my skull. The only thing keeping it from exploding is my skull is tightening around it so much right now. So I don't need to read any more of that article. Let's move on. This analyst doesn't think Bitcoin's going to do much more than 24,000 for now. Next. Elon Musk's newest venture.
Our country screwed, that's how I feel, LOL.
Elon Musk is going from being the co-founder of OpenAI, the company behind AI-powered chatbot ChatGPT,
more like the world,
to one of its rivals. Musk is seeking to form a new AI research lab. The guy who said that AI is evil, Elon Musk. He said, at first he was all for it, and then he was like, this is really bad, and we have to regulate this stuff. He's just going to feed into the snowball now. This is psychotic. Listen to this sentence. A program that Musk has both lauded and lambasted in recent weeks. Just in the recent weeks. He's like, goddamn America on Wednesday, it's fun to Nazi. On Thursday, it's punch a Nazi. I can't keep up with all this.
Bin Laden. Oh God.
Why do we allow these people to become so successful, man? What good was this? Bill Clinton allowed this. He's like, let's just let corporations and individuals just have everything, and let's just let poor people get more poor and have nothing. Bill Clinton, great presidenting, man, great. Ronald Reagan, deregulate the corporations. Donald Trump, deregulate the corporations. Let them do whatever they want. I like having this fan on. It cools me down. Keeps me comfy. Cozy and comfortable while I rant and rave. Musk is in the process of recruiting Igor Babushkin. That's a great name. Babushkin. A researcher who that is his name. Babushkin. I really like that name. Me and Babushkin go way back. Way back to when he was showing me to snort only half a line of ultra-potent super male vitality, because it is so ultra-potent that you can only snort half of a line of it in the morning before you wait those 4 excruciating seconds and then go back and snort that second half a line of ultra-potent super male vitality, and then you are ready to renovate, just like me. Musk has been a consistent booster of OpenAI on his Twitter account dating back to 2016. Back in August 2020, he estimated that the 5th and 6th iterations of ChatGPT could be indistinguishable from the smartest humans. I'll show Elon Musk. I'll show Elon Musk how to distinguish a fucking human being from the fucking chat. Ugh! Let's see chat do that to your face. Right? That'll teach him quick. What is going on? Why are all my phones making all of these things? Ammo shortage is coming. Great. Fantastic. You know, because we're probably sending it all to Ukraine. We're probably sending all of our small arms. I saw the Ukrainians, man. I saw what they do. They stand in foxholes with guns and shoot at tanks. They're heroes of war, man. We're probably going to send them some 9mm stuff. You know? So they can protect themselves. Market's dropping right now as we speak. This is, hey man, look at my screen, guys. This is what I'm talking about, you know. This tank. Hi.
Laden. It's the bots. I go into swoop in Matrix style. Had to say something random for ya, lol.
You look at my screen, guys, you see the skulls getting crushed by the tank tread. That's the scene from Terminator. The opening scene from Terminator. That's the future that Elon Musk wants for all of us. And he's never seen this movie. Because he can't sit still for 2 hours to watch a movie like this. I guess. You know, to learn the lessons that all of us have learned. You know? But here it is, and, you know, someone should send Elon Musk a link to the movie Terminator and, you know, clue his fucking lame ass in as to what he's doing. There's a billion other ways to make money. You know, get water to people who need it. Build the homes for the homeless. You know, help solve immigration. Help solve the world's issues. You doing what you're doing, you know, just giving someone something to mentally masturbate to all day. You're trying to turn humanity into you, Elon. You think the rest of the world should be like you. We shouldn't be. We should be outside, you know, enjoying the beauties of this planet while it's still here before people like you destroy it. Elon, oh, electric cars. Yeah, what about his fucking rockets? How much CO2 does an Elon rocket produce? Who cares about his electric cars? Yeah, and what's he mining? And what are those mining operations CO2 footprint? To mine all the stuff for his electric cars. It's all been debunked, man. He's not doing anything for this planet. And isn't that what every billionaire should be commanded to do by their governments? You have to do this. You have to help fix this fucking planet. You're part of the problem. You're what's caused it. Let me know in the chat if that makes sense to you guys. I'm sorry I'm losing people that don't want to hear this message. I'm sorry, man. I can't keep people here or get more people here for whatever reason. If you guys would share this around, I'd appreciate it. You know, share it on social media. Get more people here. I really appreciate it.
Always liked the message in that scene.
Elon Musk needs to see this message, man. Before he, you know, puts all of his money into a technology that is looking to come to this conclusion. I mean, Elon, those are human skulls, you know, getting crushed by your machinery, by your beautiful machines.
Long Thornton. Plastics should be banned. I don't know what's worse, carbon or the plastics.
It's all bad. You know, it doesn't matter which is worse. It's all bad, bro. You know, who cares what's worse? That's not the point. Plastics are poisoning the planet. Carbons are poisoning the planet. Right? It's everything should be a priority at this point. You can't just pick one thing. You heard about the glacier that's melting? They're reporting about the Arctic. They've lost so much ice now. And it was funny because they were saying, "Oh, the ice is building up. Look, they're getting more ice." What happened?
Bong Thornton. Right.
You know, Trump had it backwards. He says it warms and then it cools. No, it cools and then it warms, motherfucker. And it's warming and it's warming and it's warming. That's the way he should have said it. It's not a Chinese hoax. I don't even want to read the rest of this article. I'll just save it in the archive.
Laden. Dude, few months ago, fire department wanted to show me an electric fire truck. What's going to happen when the truck dies on a call? Wait, the real trucks will be there to save the day when their trucks will be on the side of the road. Billy Ballantyne. The entire issue is bears. Happy birthday.
Hey, Billy.
Jerry Lawton. I even said that to the instructor that was showing the truck.
This is how smart your fucking algorithms are. They're literally showing me the microfiber cloth that I already fucking bought. That's how stupid computers are. Oh, look, here's some microfibers. Hey, dumbass, I already bought them. You know? This is fucking Elon Musk's future. Bro, check this out. I'm sorry for all of you that might be diabetic or know someone or have someone in your family or a friend that love someone that is diabetic. I'm sorry for what I'm about to say. But do you guys realize that when the supply chain breaks down, those are going to be the first people that die? And there's 35 million of them in the United States. Have you ever thought about that? I thought about it today. People like Pete Buttigieg that can't do their job, they need to be fired because supply chain is life. And if you have some fucking unqualified person to do a job where 35 million people's lives rely on the transportation working in this country every day, you need to fire that person and get someone better, someone who's more suited for that position, someone with some experience, someone who's not focused on his husband and their new child that they had to fucking have.
Bin Laden. You're right, I thought about it 5 years ago.
I didn't. You know, I'm not diabetic. I know people who are,
Billy
though. I just never thought about it.
The HIV and AIDS patients too. When steroids stop flowing, they'll all die in weeks.
It's something to think about, man. People who are on medication even for their high blood pressure. I wonder how many Americans take high blood pressure. Okay, Google. How many Americans currently take high blood pressure medication?
According to Million Hearts, most adults with hypertension in the United States do not have their hypertension under control, 92.1 million. This includes all 24.3 million adults who are recommended lifestyle modifications only and 67.8 million adults who are recommended lifestyle modifications and prescription medication.
So, you know, over 100 million people are dead in a couple of weeks as soon as the supply chains break down. So how many Americans? 300 million? We're going to lose a third of our population in a matter of a month. And we have cunts like Pete Buttigieg that the whole goddamn thing relies on him doing his fucking job, and he's already proven that he doesn't know how to do his fucking job. He doesn't
Thornton.
do his job. He doesn't do
So
anything.
like 1/3 of the population. Restream.io.
Bro,
Congratulations.
I never even thought about this before.
You've received 100 messages today with Restream Chat.
Bottlenecks are going to be, it's 420, let's smoke. Bottlenecks are going to be just like all the other things I've mentioned, like a virus sweeping the country, or climate change, or fires, or whatever. One other thing that we forgot about, that supply chain breaks down. Hey man, you might be able to go outside and hunt a deer. Is that deer going to give you insulin for your diabetes? Is it going to give you, like Billy said, any of the other number of medications that any number of other Americans rely on to survive every day? You're going to be able to go out in your garden and pick a tomato off and get the goddamn, the life-saving medication that you rely on?
Cheers.
Pete Buttigieg, man. It's all on him, right? We need to do better. We need to do better than Pete. We need to do better than all of this crap. It's all just riding on such a thin line.
Laden.
We've already seen the supply chain
Hashtag
break down.
NRC.
Here, there,
You're right.
over there, over here, sometimes in the middle of the country, sometimes it's, at a coastal point, where there's a backup of ships that can't get offloaded. Man, what's going to happen if people stop offloading ships? Cheers. No law regarding cannabis. Cheers, Jim and Jerry and Billy and anybody that's in the sphere on the Rumbles at Nays Garden. 7 people. Goodness gracious.
B.D. Robin.
Hello. 8. Hello to all of you.
This reminds me of the Peter Finch scene in the film Network. Trendy Nick. Cheers.
Cheers, guys. Let me put this up here. This is amazing. Wow. I love you guys. Thanks for tuning in today, man. I know the notifications did not go out for this show, so it's a miracle that you have all found this. So, welcome. The Rumbles did go out. Cheers, guys.
We need more people like you in this world for Trendy Nay for president. Fuck, I would, man.
I need some bong lube.
D. Robin. Are you aware of this scene?
Oh, did Jimmy leave me? Oh, Jimmy left me. Okay. I'm talking to Jimmy. Jimmy, there.
Thornton.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
Speaking of high blood pressure, these children nowadays are obese. By the time they hit 20 will have health problems. I'm sure when you were a kid, nay, obese kids were rare.
I would say maybe 1 in 15, 1 in 20 kids were overweight in an unhealthy way. I was one of them.
D. Robin. He won an Oscar for it. Billy Ballantyne. Ha 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 ha, beat D. Robin just called you old.
Oh, you gotta be ageist. I love it when that guy says that to that girl in that park. Why you gotta bring age into this? You gotta go after my age. He's like, I'm not going anywhere.
Laden. Got call coming in later, may be safe.
Hell yeah.
B. D. Robin.
5 views.
Quality scene regardless of age.
10 views. Sources of truth are irrelevant. 10 views. Thanks, Elon. Fuck you. You fucking cunt. I'd like the cage match, Elon. Red tide is becoming a major issue on Florida's west coast. Where's Docky Hollandaise? He said he was going to be here. Beaches across parts of the west coast of Florida are dealing with a significant issue. It's called red tide. Really? I haven't heard about this. Is this new? Yes. Wow.
Valentine. Remember when you wrote with a feather? What was it like to use a horse to go to work? How reliable was the Pony Express? Was Paul Revere a nice guy? B. D. Robin. Is it from China or Russia?
No. It's from the ocean. It's an algae. And it's in Florida, and the Gulf of Mexico. And it's going to get worse. Scientists are still studying how red tide develops and why it lasts at varying times. It is known that red tide and the algae Carenia brevis, looks like beavis, are impacted by sunlight, nutrients, and salinity. The tide is also impacted by wind speed and direction along with Gulf currents. It's also known that tropical storms and hurricanes impact red tide. Meteorologists have noted intense red tide events after major hurricanes in the Gulf. A major red tide event occurred in months after Hurricane Irma hit southwest Florida in 2017. Major hurricanes churn up the Gulf waters in a wide swath. The movement of waters could increase the development of Carenia brevis.
Did you sell your place in California and move to Florida?
No, I kept my place in California and moved to Florida, Dennis.
Billy Ballantyne.
Good question.
Red tide hits Florida all the time.
I still own the house out there.
Comes in from the Gulf. Stinks like Mark's crab salad. It's like a red kelp.
Yeah. It's bad. You know, dead fish coming in never smells good. It is possible that the intensity of the red tide may be partially attributed to Ian's landfall on September 28th. The algae that creates red tide is found almost exclusively in the Gulf of Mexico. But then what happens is it gets in the current, and it brings it around the other side of Florida. It brings it to the west side of Florida, mostly, but it also gets around the Keys and stuff. Even the coastline of northeast Florida has reported red tide, so it's going all the way up the other side of the state in the current. I'm curious as to why they don't mention really climate change. They're trying to blame the hurricane, but you know, let's also factor in the fact that it's warmer than it's ever been. Does that have something to do with red tide? I'm starting to see a connection.
Valentine. Bradenton Ben had red tide in 2017 when I buried my mother. It always stinks there.
Man, there is a website. It's called Incarceration. It's got 5,754 followers on Twitter. They document all the police killings in the United States every day, and it's a daily post. Today, they're reporting a male shot dead in Springdale, a 28 unnamed male shot dead in Milwaukee, an unnamed male shot dead in Branson. It looks like, I think MO, is that Missouri? What's Montana? Is Montana MO? Branson, wherever Branson is. MO. Montana? Is that MO? You would think Montana would be MT? I don't know. Missouri?
Valentine. Missouri.
Missouri. MO is Missouri. Bro, they got trains in Japan that are going 375 miles an hour.
Branson is a tourist town in Missouri. Worked there for a year. Dolly has a Dixie Stampede there. Billy Bong Thornton. What's up with this stomach bug drug resistant?
I don't know. Haven't heard of it yet. The Republicans are looking to impeach Pete Buttigieg. Huh. Let's see what this is.
Well, if he doesn't resign, everything's on the table. Where you have a president that actually put someone in place of the Department of Transportation who was instilled there on identity politics. Not due to the fact that he actually knew what the job entailed and how to do the job. So
is impeachment?
Wow, isn't it crazy that some crazy Republican me just said the exact same thing about Pete Buttigieg? That I'm agreeing with a Republican right now. Huh. Isn't that funny? You see how those times that you agree with people that you hate the most sometimes, they're very important. You know, I wouldn't mind telling that Republican, hey man, I'm not a Republican, but I agree with you. That Pete Buttigieg guy, he needs to be fired and replaced. I literally just said that on this show. I want to hear from you guys in the chat if you noticed that. And I want you to tell me what you think about the fact that this Republican is saying exactly what I just said. Here it is again. Listen.
Where you have a president that actually put someone in place of the Department of Transportation who was instilled there on identity politics. Not due to the fact that he actually knew what the job entailed and how to do the job. So
is impeachment on the table, Congressman?
Well, if he doesn't resign, everything's on the table. Because you can tell after 2.5 years of a culture of wokeism in this department, you see the results of it, where you have a president that actually...
And so let's address that tweet now, because they're all like, wokeism or blah, blah, blah. Who said this? Aaron. Oh, when was this? 2 hours ago. Great. I'll respond. Funny as much as I disagree with Republicans on almost every issue, I spelled that wrong, completely agree on this point. What were his qualifications in transportation exactly? Complete, P-L-E-T. Why can't I spell completely right? I did, that's how I had it. Dude, why did you underline it? I had it like that, you fucking idiots. Fucking Elon Musk, dude. Funny, as much as I disagree with Republicans on almost every issue, I completely agree on this point. What were his qualifications in transportation exactly? Thinky face. You fucking clown. And I should do clown show, but, you know, people get all upset when I call him a fucking clown. With the little clown avatar, but they are fucking clowns.
Bong Thornton. His qualifications were making babies.
Let me ask you guys this. When you see buildings in Ukraine that are turned to rubble, and you see entire city blocks and neighborhoods that are reduced to ash, and there's nothing standing, you can see where
Billy Bong Thornton.
The slabs are.
You're hired.
And you can see some of the walls are still, so maybe like the first floor of like a it's still kind of there, but everything's blown out and shelled. And you look at that, right? You ever think to ask yourselves, how many fucking Nazis lived in those apartments? And then ask yourself this. Well, let's say there was one Nazi that lived in all of those houses. Would it have been worth to shell all those buildings to get that one Nazi? What if it was two? What if 50% of those motherfuckers in those apartments were Nazis? Then would it have been worth it? That guy said 50% of his fucking battalion were Nazis. What are the chances that any one of those motherfuckers was living in any of those apartments before the war? Now, I don't necessarily have an answer. I'm just pointing some things out that you can think about, the kind of things that I think about. You know? You can think about them too. Enjoy the pilot, okay? Ron Placone's got a pilot episode up for Loner. Let's watch it. Hey, it's Ronnie. Oh, it's Lucy.
Mikey, let's go. 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 Mikey, let's go.
What's it saying?
Mikey, let's go.
Back to work something?
Mikey, let's go.
Can you tell?
Mikey, let's.
I'll have to ask Ron. Back to work, what? Oh, maybe I should tell Ron that we're gonna... You know what? Let me tell Ron that we're watching this. Live on my podcast. I'm going to ask him right now. What's that wake-up message say? Back to work. ... Question mark, question mark, question mark. And thinky face. What's that wake-up message say? Back to work, what? I like the video production so far is really good, man. I like it. I mean, whoever filmed this so far knows exactly what they're doing as far as photography and film work goes. I'm very impressed with just the few seconds I've seen. So that's a good thing. Good production. And I love Lucy, so.
Jordan.
Okay, everybody's here now. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning, everybody.
So, who would like to start?
I'll go.
Thank you, Bethany.
I plan to finish all of the accounting for last month and then start on...
Stop! No, not now. I'm in a meeting. Oh, wow. You are happy to see me. Shouldn't you be working? Oh, baby. Oh, my
Treasure
God.
Coast
I'm gonna
Waters.
need to talk soon. Oh.
Eating's pal.
Hey, man.
About to mow in half of an acre. Cheers, pal.
Look at Ron's face.
Smoking first, pal. Come on.
I probably can't have the sounds of people having sex on my show. So.
And then I'll start on the current period, and that's it for me.
All right, who'd like to go next?
I'll go. I'm hoping to put finishing touches on both marketing campaigns.
So now I'm like so confused right now. What just happened? Did everyone just ignore what just happened in the chat and just keep going and act like it didn't happen, or was he the only one that heard that, or was that in his head, or what? I'm so curious
I
and
need some
confused.
guidance on the operating systems.
That would be an IT request.
Yes, I submitted a ticket last week.
Uh-oh.
Was it not resolved? Jordan, can you advise?
Yeah, I submitted detailed instructions on the interface on, I believe, Thursday, or no, it was on Friday, and I then marked the ticket as resolved.
Was it resolved?
I am in need of more guidance.
Okay, Jordan, it's important to not mark tickets as resolved unless we're absolutely certain they're resolved.
Understood. I apologize. I thought it was resolved.
Perhaps Samantha, you and Jordan could come up with a plan to resolve this.
I am not understanding the interface, and I need assistance.
Okay, Samantha, what exactly is giving you problems?
I need more guidance.
Oh my God.
Jordan?
Yes?
Samantha needs more guidance.
Okay, how about after the meeting, Samantha, you and I will hop on a Vroom and we'll go through the entire interface together.
I can't do it until 10.
Jordan?
Yes?
Jordan?
Samantha can't meet until 10.
Okay. 10 it is.
Okay.
Thank you.
Look, I'm really enjoying this. I've got ash on my fingers. I'm just going to go rinse it off really fast. I don't want to miss any of this, so I'm going to pause it. I'll be right back. There is a sink inside here. I can rinse my hand off with, so just give me a second. I can't have stuff on my hands.
Valentine. This is kind of a little bit really bad. LOL. Trendy Nick. I love Ron.
I love how fucking realistic and cringe it is, bro. I fucking love it. A little bit really bad? No, I'm actually impressed so far. But we
would like to go next?
We can see where it goes. Good fade. That's a good fade, man. I like that. And I like the skewed angle. So, look, this is production, man. This is
10 it is.
Thank you.
Okay, who would like
this
to go
angle
next?
that they do right here. This is phenomenal because what they're doing here is they've set the camera to the side a little bit. They've kind of cockeyed, right? And it's underneath him. So it's giving you the perspective of his mood that he's feeling. So they're by using the camera and the production, you're kind of feeling his feeling by what they're conveying. I think this is fantastic so far. I love stuff like this. He's smoking. I love it. I love this already,
Jordan?
dude. We should smoke with him.
It's not 10 yet.
We should smoke with him.
Jordan, we have a 10 o'clock meeting for you to assist me with the interface. Jordan? Jordan! Oh, he might have forgotten. I should reach out to Hector.
Oh. You've got to be kidding me. Hi, Hector.
Jordan.
Yes?
You have a 10 o'clock meeting with Samantha.
I know. I'm on Vroom now. I'm getting ready to log in.
It's important to be on time for meetings.
I am on time. I'm on Vroom now. It's just about 10. I just had to stop to take your phone call.
So I don't understand. It's not 10 o'clock yet. And these guys are like having a shit. It's freaking weird. I wish we could see the time. I want to know what time is it. 9:59?
Okay, well, I should let you go so you can begin your meeting.
Yeah.
You have a 10 o'clock meeting.
Yeah.
Dude, this is like
with
a...
Samantha.
This has got the Office Space vibe. Did you get the memo? Yes, I got the memo. Yeah, I got the memo from you. I got the memo from them. I got the memo from them. I got the memos. I got all the memos. I got a stack of memos.
Yep.
It's Office Space from home.
Yeah, I don't know if that's necessary. Oh my god. These people, I swear to God, like, I don't... Hi, Samantha.
Oh, thank goodness. I was worried something had happened.
No, I'm fine.
I had a boyfriend once. He said he had to go to the bathroom and he'd be right back. He never came back.
I'm sorry to hear that.
No law
It's
regarding
okay.
cannabis.
I was 9.
Cheers,
but ever
everybody.
since then, I'm worried everyone's gonna disappear.
Dear Diary. Does anyone say that anymore? I don't know. Anyway, my therapist said a good way to get through this pandemic is to journal. So, well, why not? I guess this COVID thing is pretty fierce. We've been shut down for a few weeks. I think it'll all be over by April, though. Work's boring, per usual. But one cool thing about this, I've reconnected with a lot of friends I haven't been in touch with. It's all virtual, but still. I'm even going to have a beer tonight with my buddy B-Mad. Speaking of which, the new craze right now is Vroom, Virtual Real-Time Office Operation Management. It's an online program that allows virtual meetings. The person who invented it, they are making bank right now. And the people who could have invested in it and didn't, they're feeling like suckers.
Uh-huh.
One of those suckers is me.
Oh, boy.
I'm looking for $1,000. I promise you'll make it back.
I don't know, Chris. I mean, we already have Skype.
This is better than Skype. Look, I'm not asking for a handout. It's just an investment. If this thing takes off, you'll make a lot of money. And I'm telling you, it's going to.
I don't know. Why would people want virtual meetings? The word meet is literally in the name. I just don't see it going anywhere.
The word meet's in the name.
If I had given her $1,000 that night, I'd have around 50 grand right now. Which I could use. Who couldn't? Chris and I dated in high school. We were young and immature. Well, I was more immature. We've stayed friends over the years, which I give her credit for, because her husband hates me. Part of me will always be in love.
Dude, I gotta tell you, another thing that I love about this is watching Ron eat. And he does it funny, and it's funny, dude, just sitting here watching him eat. It's a great little, I don't know if he had that idea. He's like, yeah, I should be eating in a lot of these scenes.
Oh, but there.
It's because he's at home and he's
Which
on the
is
computer, and that's
probably
what
why
you do
her
at home,
husband
you know?
hates
You're
me.
eating. It's freaking great. He's got the freaking alcohol sitting on the...
What's up, man?
Dude, what have you been up to?
Writing songs. Honestly, my life hasn't changed much. Still just writing songs, just not in bars anymore.
It doesn't sound so bad.
It's better. When I drink, I try to get political. I tried to rhyme Trotsky with whiskey. Did not work.
Gotcha.
Dude, how awesome do you think things are for Chris right now?
I know, right?
She's got
Is that Ron doing the other voice, Billy?
to be a millionaire.
Yeah, it's gonna fade away soon, though.
I don't think so, man. I think Vroom's here to stay. Plus, this lockdown stuff isn't ending anytime soon. I wish she would have tapped on me to invest in Vroom. I don't know why she didn't. I did anyway.
Did you?
Yeah, well, I mean, my accountant did. As soon as it went public, I was like, I know her. Glad I did that.
Billy Valentine.
New millionaire, recently single.
Wait, what?
You didn't hear? She got divorced.
Where did you hear
Yep,
that?
for sure.
Hey,
Trendy Nick.
I gotta go.
What? Why?
I got kids.
Is everything okay?
Pretty sure.
It's just, oh, what's that? You need me? Oh, I'll be right there. Sorry, man. My kid needs me.
I didn't hear anything.
You didn't? Oh, that's weird.
Which kid?
The one that's younger than me. Gotta go.
B-Man plays in a band called Angel 7. They had a
That
huge
was
hit,
bad.
Live It Out. They were in high school when it came out. Changed their lives. They're a three-piece. They talked to another classmate about being a rhythm guitarist. That classmate was me.
White
I
trash.
didn't join the band because
Haha.
I was busy with soccer.
Yeah, hello, goodbye. Have a nice go fuck yourself, dude. Hey, I'll be right back, guys. Gotta pause it. Gotta pause for the cause. Gotta pause for the cause. Look at this. All right, we're back. This should be right here. I should have the other one right here. Very good. Pink and blue. Very nice. Okay, let's see what's going on here.
$20 to rep a game once. I don't know how much B-Man and his band make, but I'm guessing it's more than $20. You know, now that I think about it, my entire life has just been one missed opportunity after another. I lost Chris, I missed out on Broom, I missed out on being a rock star. Can you believe that? I'm stuck at a dead-end job, I'm glued to my apartment, my only in-person interaction is with a cat. And that's okay, Lucy, I love you.
Lucy.
The rest of my life starts today. I'm reaching for the stars this time. I'm gonna make $1 million before this is all over. I'm trying every idea I got.
Hello?
How would you like to make $1 million?
Huh?
You know that thing you invented, that sub pack, where it's like people plug it into their computer and then they can feel the music that they play? That's how it works, right?
Yeah, basically.
All right, so get this. You plug it into Vroom and you can feel the other person. We're in lockdown. This is the new generation of cybersex. You can actually feel the person virtually.
Wow. Yeah, dude, that wouldn't work. It responds to decibels from recorded sound, not like humans making noise.
Well, couldn't you tweak it or something?
Tweak it.
I don't think so. Honestly, dude, it's a pretty bizarre idea. You sound like you need to get laid.
This one's fine.
Well, you're a single guy, I get it. It's probably been a minute. I mean, I'm sure it hasn't been like 6 months or anything like that.
No. 6 months? That's a long time, right?
Look, dude, I gotta run. If you need anything, let me know. Cheers. Bye.
Back to the drawing board.
And it looks like we're going to be in lockdown until May 1st. Life continues on Vroom. Boy, do I wish I invested in Vroom. Stocks just went up by another 300% today alone.
Shit!
What was that voice? Was that the phone? Dude, that moved really fast. I can't believe how fast that thing moved, but it was really, really good. Here, let's watch. That might be him playing guitar at the end there. Looking at these names. Be Mad was Ron Placone. I like that. Jordan was Ron Placone. Produced by Ron. Directed by Ron. Written by Ron. Cameron Chin did the other stuff. That was really entertaining. I can't believe how fast it moved. That's the biggest thing I noticed is it was just like over so fast. I was really enjoying it. It was like right when I really started getting into it is when it stopped. I think he needs a whole hour. But then again, he's like, that's just the pilot. I'm sure it's the episodes will be longer, hopefully. But I really liked it. I really don't have a lot of bad stuff to say about it, so that's, generally what I do is I critique stuff, but I'm impressed. That was really good. Ron, good job. I know you don't watch podcasts like mine, but if for some reason you hear that through the universe, you did a really good job on that, bro. All right, I'm sitting here with a bong ripped. Cheers, No Longer Gunning Cannabis. Cheers, Nick, Billy, everyone that's in the Rumble, which was actually, I was impressed, man. Last time I checked the Rumble. Yeah, I'm really impressed. Thank you for that, everybody. I really appreciate all these numbers today. Let's take a look at the market one more time, and we bounced back. We bounced back from the drop. Remember I told you everything dropped? Everything just snapped back, and Harmony's about to hit 2.2. It's at 2197 right now. That's worth smoking for right there. Cheers.
Hashtag keep it open. Thanks for sharing, bro. Trendy Nick. Cheers. And running. Cheers.
They are the most likely to have more credit card debt than emergency savings. It's 45%
Patrick
of
John
them.
Welder.
Gen X, They're not
I
doing
hope
much better. It's
Bitcoin can get to
44%
its
of
all-time
them.
high by the
It's
end of the year.
38% for Gen Z and 25% for baby boomers.
By the end of the year?
68%
What
of
do you
people
think,
say that
Patrick? I don't know,
inflation
man.
is hurting their ability to save
I'm
money.
gonna have to wait another year for that. Or
Now,
two.
moving on to another question within the report. So I thought this
But who
was a
knows,
very
man?
important question. The question was, do you have more emergency savings now compared to 12 months ago?
Yes.
And here are the results.
I do.
39% of people said that they have less savings.
See, you know,
26% said that they have more.
I just saved because I realized I was really spreading myself out thin with crypto. Then I had the $100,000 loss, and
Patrick
I
John
needed
Welder.
to have some cash.
I hope 100K by the end
So-
of 2025. Let's see.
Looking at 2.5 cent Harmony right now is very enticing for me because it's 2,197, which means if I buy it, I get it under 2.5 cents. Which means when it goes to 5 cents, that money that I get it at right now doubles, and all the other money that I got earlier will be almost tripling. Some of it will, and even more. But I need that cash sitting around, you know. It's like that's my new way to invest, I think, is to buy crypto. That might be a big mistake, but we'll see.
Savings. 25% said about the same, and 10% said that they have no savings now and they had no savings back then. So ultimately, 39% of people said that they have less savings. 26% have more savings, so it's falling in the wrong direction. And you know what? I want to point this out because just really think about that. Isn't this crazy? Because the rate of unemployment has been going down and people have less money, people have less savings. So did you notice that? The reason why is because of inflation. Again, just think about how much worse the situation will become when unemployment starts to go up. So the Consumer Confidence Survey for January that was released, this reports on consumer attitudes, buyer behavior, inflation expectations, etc. And it gives data on age, income, and also regions. The expectation index fell in January. If it falls below 80, that is a warning sign of an incoming recession. So the magic number is 80. It was at 83.4 in December. It fell down to 77.8 in January. So consumer confidence fell the most for people making under $15,000 a year and for households that are ages 34 and under. And what I'm about to say, it should not be shocking to anybody, but it's just confirmation of what we all suspected. Inflation and high interest rates, it affects the rich, it affects the lower income and everyone in between differently. The most recent Gallup survey asked Americans about their financial situation, whether it's gotten better or worse, just generally, over the past year. For upper income people, 43% of them said that their financial situation has gotten worse. For middle income people, 49% of them said that it's gotten worse. For lower income people, 61% said that it's gotten worse. So that's 43%, 49%, and 61%. So the reason why it's like this is because if you're rich, you spend a smaller percentage of your income on necessities. If you make $40,000 a year, $25,000, $25K, or $15K, and the price of food goes up 15%, or gasoline goes up, or healthcare goes up, electricity goes up, then it hurts a lot because it takes up a greater percentage of your income. Rich people, they don't care if eggs cost $2 or $6. They don't care if the cost of gasoline goes up by $1 a gallon.
That's true.
Because again, it's just a tiny fraction of their overall income. That's why we're seeing these stats and it makes perfect sense. Now, the Federal Reserve says, okay, so just for your information, the Federal Reserve says that they know this and they're mindful of this, that it's most difficult for everyday Americans and it's the most difficult for lower income Americans. So they say that getting inflation under control is their priority. And this is why the Federal Reserve is raising interest rates to slow down economic activity in order to slow down inflation. So it's going to hurt the economy. They know that. They're saying that. But It's for the greater good. That's what they're saying. And the Federal Reserve, they're also performing quantitative tightening, which means that the money printing has stopped, at least for now. In my opinion, they're going to restart the money printing in 2024, but for right now, it is on hold. In terms of GDP, here's the situation. So Q4 of 2022, we're talking October, November, December, came in at positive 2.9%, which is great. It got revised down to 2.7%. However, the details of the report, it showed that the economy was losing steam in December, but still 2.7%, that's still strong economic growth. So the traditional definition of a recession is 2 quarters of negative readings, GDP decline. Market expectations are that we will avoid that in 2023. We did have 2 quarters. We did have 2 quarters of economic decline, negative GDP in 2022. However, the government blamed that on the way that imports and exports are computed. So they said that they don't classify what happened back then, those 2 quarters of negative GDP, as a recession.
So stupid.
But in 2023, the expectation is a soft landing, or now they're saying no landing. A soft landing is avoiding negative GDP. It's flat. It's 0% or as close to 0%. So soft landing. But now the expectation has become no landing. So you're going to see that in the headlines. This means strong economic growth. The expectation is for growth to go into full swing starting in Q3 of this year, and it's going to really take off in Q4. So the last 3 months of this year.
Harmony just hit 22.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. This is my opinion. Q3 starts in July. We are approaching March this week. So you have March, April, May, June. So after 4 months, the expectation is economic boom. I find this expectation just a little too optimistic. I wouldn't be so confident about that. Okay, so inflation is at 6.4%. That's headline CPI, right? That's still very high. PCE inflation, that's still going up. Real wage growth, that's negative. Interest rates are going to have to go higher. We all know that. We just don't know how high interest rates will have to go. They might have to actually go up much higher. Unemployment has to go up higher. I know I'm pointing out all these negative things, but I'm going to report on the things that are good or bad, and those are the bad things. But please if somebody can please point out the positive things to offset all of this negativity, then please let me know in the comments down below. What am I missing? What am I not seeing to offset all of what I just said? So I think that I'm being logical, and everything that I'm saying, everything I just said, it would be meaningless if the money printers were turned on, but they're not. The money printers are turned off. So I think the situation it'll get worse, not better in 4 months. But again, that's just my opinion. So let me know what you think about the situation. Please let me know in the comments down below.
Harmony just exploded. So everything else is going up now too. This is a really good position for it to start going up. It's been going sideways for a while, like 14 hours. But Matic was in a falling wedge. Harmony 1 was in a falling wedge. Cardano was in a falling wedge. Binance was in a falling wedge pattern. And it looks like Harmony is trying to break outside of that falling wedge pattern. I can show it to you. It's pretty obvious. It's right here. This line going up. So this is the wedge pattern going down right here. And this line, if it keeps going up a little bit more, it's going to break out above this trend. And it will just fire upwards. You could easily buy $1,000 worth of Harmony, and it would turn into $2,000 when it went to a penny. I mean, at 5 cents. It's under 2.5 cents. You can get it with the money that you would pay for the fees and everything. You're way under 2.5 right now. It's at 2.2. 2.5 is 2.5. So you got plenty of leeway there, so that you know that when it hits 5 cents, you're doubling your money. If you bought $1,000 worth, it'd be 2,000. If you bought $5,000 worth, it'd be 10,000. If you bought 10,000, it'd be worth $20,000. You could turn $10,000 into $20,000. And that's just for starters, really. So it's at 2204, 2203. We just hit a reconsolidation. Let's see the real high bottom on the reconsolidation. That's a great sign. It continues to go up. It's pushing up. 2204, 2205 on Harmony here. We just reconsolidated within 3 seconds. I can't believe it went so fast. There's a lot of energy. Wow, look at all of that Ethereum volume coming in over the 24-hour. This is where I'm looking right here. That's a lot of volume coming in after this. Then all of a sudden, boom, explosion. We're seeing that also on Matic, and we're seeing that massively on Binance. Okay, now that was a heavier reconsolidation coming in on Bitcoin now. So low bottom candle, not good. It's not a full-on straight-up pump, which is what I was hoping for, but 'It's just so weird, that whole Matt Gaetz thing with the Chinese propaganda. It's so weird how he got shut down. He allowed them to shut him down, and people are like shaming Matt Gaetz over it and acting like, haha, it's a real gotcha moment, when it's absolutely not a gotcha moment. So that's just really weird. Common sense deems that the Azov Battalion has American arms. It's just common sense. It was very easy to look it up and find plenty of reporting on it. $2205, 2204. 2201, here's a big drop. I would have called this a reconsolidation, but this last candle just dropped beyond what I would call a reconsolidation. So let's see what happens. Low bottom, big drop. It looks like some inverse head and shoulders patterns are starting to form on the 24-hour, possibly over the next hour. They'll be complete. It's got to drop down a little bit and then go back up, and that'll complete that second shoulder. Dry Creek Road is closed between Linda Vista and Orchard Avenue due to down power pole. No estimated time of reopening. Aren't you guys glad I'm keeping you updated on Napa County, California local news and traffic information? Emergency weather, traffic. If you're wondering what's going on in Napa right now, now you know. What time is it? It's noon-ish. Let's see if we can figure out what's going on. I mean, falling wedge patterns are great and all, but lately they haven't been panning out. So I'm keeping my eye on this right here. We've got all red candles going downward across the whole board. That is a trend we don't want to see. We'll check our overall and see which way we're going here. We're going see what the overall market is doing here. Big drop coming in. Harmony's down to 2200. Oh, these numbers are dropping, I believe. Overall, it seems like the market's falling right now. Oh, I'm sorry, Harley.
Coast Waters.
Hey, TC.
Cheers,
Dub.
resparking.
What's up, son? We've been doing this for 2 hours. I'm about out of here myself, but I've really had fun. Wait, there's a lot of people here, man. 18 people watching the show. I don't like walking away from that many people. I might have to smoke with you, TC Dub. What do you say? What say you? We've got to keep the people happy. Let's see if this market does a little reversal, and we'll bring up the cameras here.
Yes, let's hear a thread. Ben Harson.
Ben.
Cheers 4 to 20. Treasure Coast Waters.
TC Dub.
Treasure Coast Waters.
TC Dub.
Ready.
Ready? Okay. If you'll just...
B.D. Robin.
B.D. Robin.
Do you think if you look on Google Earth and I wave from my garden, would you see me?
No, it's
LOL.
not alive.
Wanna try?
It's not alive. No,
LOL.
I don't want to try because it's not alive.
Stephen Running.
But if you're out in your garden, I hope you're enjoying yourself.
Hashtag keep it open.
Love going out in the garden. So fun. So pretty outside. I love, like right now, my bananas are doing really, really well. They're just everything. Even the avocados are growing back in.
LOL.
Avocados grow really slow, but they're coming in nice, man. Everything looks very pretty out there. Okay.
Valentine.
Cheers, Billy.
Ha 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 ha. Yeah, go outside and look up. It'll work. Ha 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 ha.
Cheers, TC Dub, Steve Running. BT Robin. Everybody that's in the Rumble sphere, thank you for tuning in over there, guys. All right, cheers. And we'll keep our eye on this market, man, because it's exciting right now. It's really exciting what's going on.
'Coast waters. Absolutely gorgeous Florida day. Cheers, Paul.
13 minutes ago, the awesome vlog. Richie J Adventures. How to make a rude person instantly regret insulting you. That was I watched an interesting video this morning. And I thought what was interesting about it was everything that Russell Brand basically does when he's being confronted by people or having to deal with people or whatever is what I do too. He does it really well. And somebody said something that was really rude to him, and he literally just did this. He turned his back to them in a studio with the cameras on him. And he forced the cameras to show what he was looking at, right? And get off of her, which was that white-haired woman from MSNBC, Mika, right? And she was being rude. So he turns around like this, and he looks at all the reporters that are sitting at their desks, and he starts talking about them. He goes, "Who are all these people over here not making much noise? Why, they're very good at not making much noise, ain't they?" And then she said to him, while his back was turned,
Coast waters. Nice.
she said to Russell Brand, she goes, "Well, you're looking very nice today." And he slowly turns around and he goes, "Oh, well, that's a very nice compliment. Thank you." You know? And then he started showing her good attention. But just to completely ignore somebody when they're just being inappropriate for no reason or whatever. And this video showed really good examples, and it was all Russell Brand for the most part doing most of the examples, taken right out of his interviews with people and his responses and how he deals with people. And there were a bunch of different things that he did. It wasn't just ignore people. He called people by their first name. You know, that was a big deal. And he there were other things too, man. There's like a whole list of things. There's like 5 things Russell Brand was doing. It was pretty explicit, you know, really cool. It's a cool video. At the channel, is that the channel Charisma on Command? I don't know. Let me see. I'll go through my history. Yeah, Charisma on Command. Isn't that funny? I had no idea that was the name of the channel. How to make a rude person regret disrespecting you.
Reese has become the internet's crush, whether he knows it or not.
So they've got 6 million subscribers. 5 habits that make people dislike you immediately. Well, I'll show you one right now. Right? Am I right? Is that good? I wonder what they are. 5 habits that make people dislike you immediately. I'll tell you a good one. Somebody who changes the subject when you're having a conversation with them because they're not paying attention to what you just said. What else? I wonder what those 5 habits are. I'd love to go through that. How to look confident when you feel out of place. How to never run out of things to say in any, it probably says in any given situation. I don't know what the end is. In conversation. How to look high status in any situation. Really? How to look high status? The art of charm. How to make people find you irresistible.
D. Robin. He is highly eloquent and educated for an ex-heroin addict. He knows his stuff, and he got a poke at Katy Perry as well. Fair play.
He is, yeah, he's all right. He believes in the whole quantum mysticism thing too, bro. He's not as smart as you think he is. How to stop feeling anxious. How to be fearless.
Thornton.
How to be fearless.
Can we watch the charm one, LOL?
No, I don't know if I'd get a copyright problem with their stuff. How to be fearless under pressure. 6 awful habits that make you look low status. What is this status thing, man, with them? 5 dark signs you're talking to a narcissist. 5 easy jokes that make people obsessed with you. Dude, this has millions of followers. I wonder how many videos they have up.
D. Robin. Mind you, he supports West Ham. Sue, LOL.
It just goes on and on and on. I'll just pick one. How conventional wisdom ruins your dating life. Why people don't respect you. 7 habits you need to break. How to make people crave being around you. All right, Mom. When will you be back? All right. Are you going to take my Jeep? Are you going to drive my Jeep? Nothing. Never mind. I'm joking. All right.
That can't leave the Springs, right?
Well, it can.
No.
It can.
You get a ticket.
It's registered in California.
What, honey?
It's registered in California.
I know. All right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. Goodbye.
All right. She thinks you can't leave the neighborhood. I do have to get that thing registered here, though. I'd like to. This goes on and on. How many more videos are here? 3 years ago, 4 years ago. This is an old channel, man. Oh my goodness. 3 laws of respect. Don't be nice, Joe Rogan. The surprising truth about the most common addictions. How your name can dictate your future. How to instantly create attraction with women. I'm just picking these randomly. How to stop caring what people think. How to have the confidence of a champion. Here it is. Wait, I thought we got to the end. No, it keeps going. 7 years ago.
WDYD, when you are both URPS pass and you quit your job 'cause of it and URGF leaves you the same week 'cause you quit your job and have nowhere to live.
I don't know. That sounds like a lot of problems. I guess I would. Daily tip, charismatic body language evaluation. This is the very first video. It was up 8 years ago.
Bong Thornton.
What's up, guys? This
What?
is Charlie from Charisma on Command, and I want to give you a
Robin.
charisma tip of the day. Try to do one of these
At
every
least
single
you
day.
have your health,
And
LOL.
keep them very short so you can act on them. So this first one is something that I've been really interested in lately. It's body language and posture. Something that I've been working on. And what I want you to do is start with a body language posture diagnostic. So to do that, you're going to need 2 pens, 2 pencils, one of each. I happen to have one of each. What you're going to do is you're going to shake out your body, get really comfortable, and then just grip the pen and pencil like this, and just let your arms fall as they would naturally. Don't try to posture, don't try to stand in a special way. So now that you have them here, what I want you to do is notice,
Billy Bong
are you
Thornton.
holding them in such a way that they
Maybe
would
you shouldn't have
intersect?
quit.
Meaning that if I were to extend my arms out, this pen and this pencil would eventually cross paths. That is indicative that I do not have correct shoulder alignment. What you actually want, if you hold them, you see these are facing in, is to turn your shoulders out like this. It's really subtle. Turn your shoulders out so that they are parallel or even slightly open, such that they would never cross. If I were to hold my shoulders out, you see that these don't cross now.
You're gonna walk around like this all
This
day.
is important.
Hey,
for a couple
hey, look
reasons.
at me.
First,
Hey,
because
ladies. Hey,
when
look
people
at
walk
this.
into a
Hey.
room and they just have that sense that like eyes are on them, people can see them. It's often
D.
due to
Robin.
the way that they carry themselves, which
If
is
she left you for that, you best without her.
You guys are great at giving advice. What's this other tip?
What's up? This is Charlie from Charisma on Command, and here is your daily charismatic tip. So yesterday I talked about how to do a diagnostic for your posture up here, holding 2 pencils. And what I want to do today is go over the things you can do for corrective posture, how to loosen up your chest, strengthen your back, and stand like this with your shoulders back, which is the issue that so many people have because we spend so much of our lives just hunched over computers, looking down at our phones like this. So, the first thing you can do, and the reason that I have this ball in my hand, is because you can roll out your chest and your shoulder using a lacrosse ball. You can also use a tennis ball, but it helps to have something solid like this. Do that on both sides. And what that is going to do is that's going to loosen you up here so that when you do this one lift that is incredibly powerful for sort of pulling your shoulders back, you will not be activating these muscles. And that lift, which I'm not going to go into here, I will link
D.
to
Robin.
a professional strength
Nay,
trainer
have you
and
ever been to
bodybuilder at
Europe?
the bottom who can really show you how to do this, is the deadlift.
Yes.
Open palm deadlift. Nothing is better. I've been doing this lift for, I don't know, 2-3 weeks, and I've already noticed that my shoulders have noticeably moved back. The way to do it is by lifting for posture. When somebody walks into a room and there's immediately that sense, like, wow, that guy must be confident, or that guy must know what he's talking about. The second is because they want to look better. And
What? I kind of missed the whole point there of the ball in his hand. Oh, what?
Into it and roll out this area. You go all the way across the chest to the other side. And do that, you will feel it hurt. And what you want to do is you find those areas where it's like painful, over computers, looking down at your phone. It helps to have something solid like this. So what you do is very simple. Place it against
Billy
the wall,
Bong Thornton.
above your shoulder and chest.
Who is this guy?
And just sort of lean into it.
This guy is Charisma on Command. And I went through his videos, and his first videos, he was just standing there in a room telling people how to put their posture back. And now every video he puts up is got a thumbnail, like a YouTube thumbnail. He's got 7 million, well, he's got 6 million subscribers to his channel. His videos get 1 million views on some of them, bro. 1.5, 2 million views. How to effortlessly defend yourself in any argument. Avoid this trap. And it's using what's his name as the example, Andrew Tate, and it's got what's his name, Andrew Tate being interviewed by he's got Yay, how to be stoic during an argument. This is so funny, man. All the people that he uses as examples. This is my charisma right here. My charisma. You know, this is my charisma right here, man. This bong, the smoke rings. This is my charisma. This is my charisma. Anyway, my mom's home. I'm going to spend some time with her. Love you guys. Take care. I'll talk to you later. See you on the next show. It'll be later today. I'm certain. 2.5 hours, man. Yeah. We still got 16 people here. We rock. Thank you guys so much. Come follow me over on Twitter, guys. At Nate's Garden. I'll be there, man. I'm there every day. Tweeting away. Looking for y'all. Turn on your notifications on Twitter when you follow at Nate's Garden and sign up for notifications on Nate's Garden on your smartphone. And look at the market, which 2205 Harmony. 2205 Harmony, man. I'll leave you at that, and we'll walk away on a high note. Leaving on a high note. Goodbye, Jerry. Leaving on a high note. Goodbye, Jerry. All right. Bye, guys. Oh, and yeah, Azov battalion members have American weapons. It's not Chinese propaganda. I'll say that at the very end of this video.